Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Video Game Choo Choo Podcast. I'm John, and I'm the guy that gets numbers wrong. Because last week, I said that we were like 2 weeks away from 69.4, but that was wrong. I was a week off. So now we're 2 weeks off, I think.
How very golden deer of you, John.
I don't know if I should be offended. Should I be? Is that good?
I mean, ultimately, with these sort of things, it's like, like maybe some people might be offended. It's like astrology, like when it lines up really good, you feel good, but otherwise, it's like astrology is bullshit.
Well, I don't believe in that, so I guess I don't believe in Fire Emblem House stuff either. So there you go. Anyway, yeah, it's me, John, hosting this week, and with me are the Fire Emblem duo, I guess, Scott and Rose. You're both here. Hello.
Yeah.
Bernadetta is my daughter.
Oh, she's like my wife.
This is getting a little awkward.
I don't know.
Kind of, she's like me, and then
yeah. Here's the thing: is like every time I see Bernadetta, I'm like, that's a big mood.
Yeah.
I love her. She's perfect. Can we just talk about Bernadetta?
Yeah, here's the Bernadetta podcast now.
The Bernadetta cast.
All right.
Bernie.
The Bernie cast. Bernie. She calls herself Bernie every time she does it. I love it so much. I am with Bernie.
Should I just let you all go on Fire Emblem? And
I think that's the only way to go, honestly.
All right.
Yeah. If you have any questions, pipe them in.
Yeah, please join in.
I don't really have any because I'm going to be honest with you. I'm having this look. The way that my brain works is not good, and I've talked about this before. And I get really bad like FOMO, like really bad.
Right.
And people have been talking about Fire Emblem like crazy. And I don't, and I know deep in my fucking heart, I will hate that game. Everyone keeps talking about it, and I want it. So I kind of don't want to listen to you talk about it, because you're going to make me want it. And I don't want to spend $60 on it and then hate it, and then just sit there with it, and then try to sell it in like 2 months, and then get like $10 for it. So,
are you going to log off?
I'm not going to log off. I'm going to be here, and I will try my best to interact a little bit.
Okay.
But I get it. You talk about Fire Emblem, and
I respect it.
Do what you want to do, I guess.
Okay. Do you want to ask what houses we're in?
Sure. Like I said, I don't know what that means.
Okay, I can tell you right now. All it means is they separated these 3 nations into different houses. There's no like psychology behind it. There's no like, oh, like the hat picked you to be there or anything.
It's all nationality.
It's literally it's all nationality.
What if Harry Potter was nationalist?
I mean, what I basically thought was that people picked what house they were in based on who they thought like the leader of the house was hot. And and I mostly thought that because the only 2 that people were picking were Edelgard and then Claude's, right?
Okay, yeah, that's correct from like a player character perspective. We're talking about the characters that are in the house itself. From a player perspective, when you start the game, you pick which house you want to become the teacher of.
Okay, I mean, yeah, but I just kind of thought that like the people playing the game, because the reason why I thought that was because there's the 3rd house, which I don't even know the guy's name, because nobody's
Dimitri.
Yeah, okay, sure. Because I didn't know his name, because nobody was talking about it, because I didn't know anybody who joined up with him, because he seems like the milquetoast dude that nobody wants to date. Like, Edelgard's a lady, so all the lesbians and the straight guys are getting into that one. And then all the, like, people who are into dudes, basically, are going for Claude. And
okay.
I don't like Claude.
Claude's okay. So when I first started talking to Claude, I got a very like Redditor vibe from him.
I got a Dragon Age like trickster party member vibe from him, and I never liked those particularly.
Also, you're proving my point, Rose.
What? I'm saying I like Dimitri. Oh, I get what you mean. I get what you mean.
Black Eagles, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah, well,
exactly.
I mean, look at that character design, and you tell me that I'm not going to pick that one. Like
again, you're proving my point.
Okay, so here's kind of how it pans out. I am also a Black Eagle, so we won't be talking too much about like the differences in storylines because we haven't seen them. But
well, have you gotten to the choice yet?
I did get to the choice actually. I literally just made the choice and then put my Switch down. Okay, so the three houses, we got the Blue Lions headed by Dimitri, the Golden Deer led by Claude, and the Black Eagles by Edelgard, who kind of represent not super different ideologies, but like sort of different enough, a little bit.
Edelgard certainly does, I think, compared to the other two.
Is going through some real shit.
Edelgard wants to like.
Edelgard is like weirdly bordering on either hyper fascist or huge communist. Can't tell which. I think
it's the other one. I think it's the second.
I think there's all. I think it's I don't think she's a fascist exactly. I think Hubert is a fascist, but
I don't even know. I think Hubert's a goddamn idiot. That's what I think, and I love him. He's fucking funny.
I love Hubert. He is so like comically evil. Like, okay, there are evil characters in this game that are just like evil, and it's like whatever. You're just a villain antagonist. Yeah. Hubert as like one of those comically evil antagonist characters, but as your friend is so good. Like you start the game and you pick the Black Eagles, and the first thing Hubert does when you talk to him, he's just like, I can kill you any second. He's just
see, the thing that was getting me is when you boost his supports. Okay, his C support is he's just like, I just wanted to let you know that if you do anything I don't like, I'm going to kill you. And you're like, okay. And then it just goes, support B, C. And I'm like, And then it goes like, your support B is you're walking down like this nice sunset, like beachside or whatever. And then Hubert's like behind you. And he's like, damn, so an assassination is out of the question. And you're just like, what the fuck is wrong with you? And he's like, oh,
Oh, just plotting some maybe assassinate. Here's the thing. So I think I don't know the full extent of Edelgard's ideology yet. It's part of like the tension of the first act is like, kind of unraveling what this character is about. But Hubert clearly does not care and just wants to serve her and also wants to kill people. Like, that's the big thing, is that he's just super into doing some genocide, and he will definitely be down to do genocide in Edelgard's name.
And the thing that I like about his character specifically is that he's like, it's not romantic between him and Edelgard.
Well, here's the thing. It kind of is. Have you done
his and Dorothea's supports?
I did a couple of them. Here's the thing, is I've seen enough of the Edelgard and Hubert supports that whenever I watch them, I get like huge wife guy vibes from him.
Yeah, he is a wife guy, but I don't think it's like
it's a non-sexual wife guy thing.
Yeah, that's what I mean, which is like very refreshing in these games particularly, because every time they do something like that, it's like, oh yeah, the partner, like, something that really pissed me off is in Radiant Dawn, the Fire Emblem game for the Wii, Micaiah has this, like, brother, basically, who she's known, like, her entire life, named Soth, and, like, at the end of the game, despite all of her supports being like, Soth's my brother, I love him, he's my brother, you can just marry them. And it's, like, super gross. And I don't like it. So I'm glad that they, like, did, like, oh, yeah, like, Hubert's, like, well, not really, like, a brother to Edelgard, but, like, kind of, like, a weird, like, butler man. And, like, the fact that it's not, like, romantic is nice, at least.
Yeah.
It's refreshing in terms of its tone, at least.
There's, like, maybe... I read it as, like, maybe a little bit psychosexual, but it's definitely for the most part non-romantic.
Yeah.
It's just very like, I'll serve you to the ends of the earth because that's what I'm sworn to do, and I will commit atrocities in your name. And it's like, he's the kind of dude where you listen to him long enough and he'll just hang himself by his own rope. and he just doesn't
fucking
care.
Funny.
It's good. Oh.
Have you gotten to the points where he's teleporting around now in the story?
Like teleporting around?
Yeah, he just teleports now.
I don't think I've gotten that far.
All right. Okay, so you didn't make it to the second choice.
No.
Oh, okay, so you don't know. Okay.
I am on like the month where the okay. So I am on like what everyone's kind of referring to in game as like the last month, pretty much. And
okay,
some shit has happened, but I feel like some even more shit is going to even more happen pretty soon.
Yeah, you make the second choice pretty soon after the first one.
Okay. All right. Very excited to see that.
Yeah. So this is something that I can say about the Black Eagles route is that it has 2 routes in it.
Yeah.
All the other ones don't.
Yeah. That's actually the very weird thing I heard about Blue Lions is that I don't know if this is totally true. I bought this game full price. I plan on playing like pretty much every route. I'm having a great time, but the thing I've heard about Blue Lions is that compared to the other 2 routes, it is not nearly as fleshed out. That's just what I've heard. I don't know if that's totally true, and I'm gonna play it and see how it goes.
I would be shocked if any of these routes are like as fleshed, or either of the other 2 routes are as fleshed out as the Black Eagles one.
Yeah,
because it is the only one that has like a choice and 2 completely different second halves of the game.
That's the impression I'm getting.
That seems kind of weird and fucked up for the people that want to play the other game, like the other characters.
Well, the thing is like they're all completely different routes overall, John. It's like, so it's not just like you're choosing it and then going through a Fire Emblem story. Yeah. It's very much like, for example, when you choose Claude's route, you're getting embroiled in Claude's country's politics. When you choose Dimitri's route, you're getting embroiled in Dimitri's like politics stuff.
It's like a full game, though. Like, what about the normal people that don't want to play through the whole game again?
Well, so I will say a good thing is that they added a new game plus thing, that like retains like all of your stats and everything, and you can skip cutscenes and stuff like that, skip to events or whatever. So like,
they make
the
it
second
like
time
they make it like pretty easy to skip past pretty much everything to a degree that I think is very silly. Yeah, they straight up like put in like, oh, you can press a button and skip to the next major choice and stuff like that, or like there's like I think there's like a thing to turn off like. You can set what cutscenes will play, so it's like, oh, like if you're seeing like route-specific cutscenes, it won't skip those, for example.
Okay.
Yeah, because I get what you were worried about, but yeah. But like, each of the routes are pretty long, like they're as long as any Fire Emblem game, so it's like, also like, if you just played one, it's probably fine.
Yeah.
I think they kind of hedged their bets on people picking Edelgard first, though, if I'm being honest with you, considering like everything that is in her route.
She definitely seems very like most main character-ish. And also compared to the other 2, she's a very interesting character who goes through like who like over the course of playing at least through this first act like doesn't like go through ideological shifts as much as like you're kind of going through her own ideological shifts, just trying to nail down what exactly she's about. And I think that aspect of it is extremely cool.
Yeah.
And like, I think when it comes to like Dimitri and Claude, I haven't played those. I don't know exactly what's going on with them, but I know Dimitri goes through some real shit over the course of his story, but I feel like their ideologies are kind of like set in stone and understandable when you start the game. That's the impression I get.
Wait till you find out about the Pope.
Okay, I don't want to go into spoilers. But,
save that for the spoiler cast.
But right from the jump, let's just say she is suspicious.
She's like the least trustworthy character I've ever seen in any. I want to say like all of the adults in this game. Also, the player character's age is question mark, which I am assuming is how they avoid any controversy. Well,
they reveal her age, or I say her, yeah. Like you can figure it out yourself. Like you can find the year that she's born, and I keep saying she because I'm playing as girl, because I heard some not so savory things about the person who voice acts the male.
Thankfully, they're patching it out.
Really?
Yes. Wow. Oh yes. They replaced him in Fire Emblem Heroes instantly.
That rules. Good Good for Nintendo. But yeah, maybe I'll play the boy character at some point. Maybe, who knows? But like, they actually use they them pronouns for the main character in the game, which is pretty neat. So I should probably do that as well.
Choose your form, as they say.
It's clearly done so they don't have to like redo voice acting for different genders, but it's like it's kind of nice at least that someone gets referred to by they them. I don't know. It's nice. I think it's cool, but Byleth, it's not hard to parse out what exactly Byleth's age is. They go like the numbers are there and you can figure it out, and I think part of the fact that it's like a mystery is pretty interesting. I like that they don't spell it out for you. Like you kind of have to put it together a little bit yourself. But at the same time, they make other people's ages mysteries in weird ways. That I think is kind of neat. It's weird how the mystery when it comes to Byleth's age is their dad just never told them.
That's what I was gonna say. Is like it's just like your dad doesn't even know how old he is because he doesn't care enough. Like, and I guess that's very like medieval times, I guess. But like
that guy he's great. I love Geralt the Witcher, but
he's like, I thought it was just extremely funny that he has no supports despite being your father, and also that you have blue hair and he does not. Even a little bit.
Yeah, like there's some weird, like from the outset, they like really try to make you question whether or not this like child father relationship is authentic, and turns out, you know what? No spoilers, but they definitely make it pretty clear.
I want to say something that's been weird to me in this game is the weird. I
just wanted to say one more thing about ages, like people's ages in this. When you recruit Manuela, the professor, you can go check her age, and it doesn't say question mark, question mark, question mark. It just says secret.
I didn't know that. That's good as hell.
It's really good for the character.
I love anime Edna Krabappel.
Shit, you're right.
That's all I can think every time I've looked at her. Is it's literally just fucking Mrs. Krabappel.
She's literally Mr. Krabappel, but she knows how to use magic swords.
Yeah. Are you insinuating Miss Krabappel doesn't know how to use magic swords?
I guess I'll have to do a Photoshop of Miss Krabappel holding 11 swords.
Yeah.
Zach, get on that. That's the podcast art.
Yeah, that can be our spoiler cast. There you go. I wanted to say something that's been really getting me about this game is that like Fire Emblem's never been like particularly good about like gender stuff in general. Like they've always had a weird like essentialist concept to it where it's like, for example, like a lord is always a man, basically, like stuff like that. Like it's always has to be a man. When you like class change women to their ultimate class, it's like bride and shit like that. They started moving away from that recently where it's like, Lucina could be lord and stuff like that, you know, like it was fine. But in this game they have like a weird like half and half thing going on where it's like, so Edelgard can be the emperor, right? And no one questions this. No one's questioning like based on her gender that she could be the emperor of anything. Like, even though all the other rulers are traditionally men and stuff like that, no one's like, oh, this is weird. Everyone's just like, yeah. But then like throughout the game, they'll just be like, oh, it's the women's job to be in the kitchen and like stuff like that, and be like, oh, I just need to find like Dorothy is great, but like her whole thing being like, oh, I need to find a rich husband and settle down or whatever is like bizarre.
Or a rich wife.
Well, she seems to be of the mentality it's either a rich dude or like she marries for love, and then that's Edelgard, I guess. But I don't know if you've done her in Edelgard support, but she literally sings for her.
I did. I saw that. That was really great. Sorry, I'm like, I'm going down the Dorothea like S rank path right now because I like Dorothea a lot. I feel like it was weird coming into this game and seeing a character that's probably as emotionally intelligent as Dorothea. Like she like really gets it with every single person and like treats them how they should be treated. Like every single time there's a weird noble dude who's just like acting up, she's like, hey, shut the fuck up. Or when there's like a person who's maybe having problems with like socializing with other people, she's very understanding and comforting about that. And it's like, you get it. Like, you really get this kind of stuff in a way that's really cool. And I like her as a character because of it. I do think her, like, get married and settle down stuff is really weird, but I think it's interesting in the sense of, like...
Well, like, the thing is it's not just her. Like, you go to, like, fucking Anime Kerbopple.
Yeah, Anime Kerbopple is the same way.
She's like, oh, I have to find a man, while hitting on you constantly, inexplicably, for no reason. And, like... oh, don't, and then you have to like answer a bunch of questions from the advice box that are like, oh, what do men like in a woman and stuff like that, and you have to answer. The response that always makes all of them happy is always like, you have to like really make sure that you look good for the men, stuff like that. Like that's always the answer that they go, yes, you're right, and it's like,
yeah,
this and the worst one.
Yeah.
Is that you can't make women into fist fighters.
I noticed that. Like, there's gender-specific classes on both sides, but, like, the fact that can't... Yeah, men can't become Pegasus Knights.
Okay.
They can still become Wyvern Knights, just not Pegasus Knights. You gotcha there.
The thing that's getting me, and that goes into me, like, being, like, they're not, like, specific about it either, is that, like... women can still level fist skills and use fist weapons. And they, like, for example, my Petra, before I found this out, like, Petra has, like, an A in fists. Like, she's fucking killing people with her fist things, but I can't put her into a class for it because...
Yeah, it's really bad. At the very least, I don't know if this is actually true, but at the very least, there seem to be a bunch of, like, hidden classes. So, there's...
but something like that, I doubt. Like, for the fist thing specifically. That seems so deliberate and, like, bizarre. It's just, like, it's a sort of thing where it's, like, I wish you kind of didn't give me the option if you're gonna be this, like, freak about it. It's, like, it's almost like them, like, it's them simultaneously admitting that, like, okay, there is no, like, gender disparity in our game mechanics, or, like a girl character can be just as strong as a main character, but then they're imposing these restrictions to be like, no, but the woman can't be the fist person. You can't
break any nails.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Ugh.
There's, like, other weird gender stuff as well. So, from what I understand, there are some, like, male-on-male gay romances that just... that's the other thing about this game, is, like, there's legitimate gay romance, which I don't know if that's been a thing in previous Fire Emblem games.
Yes, only once.
Okay.
Well, twice.
But, like...
in Fates, you could marry 2 criminals.
Okay.
They were the gay options, and then the only other gay thing was that Ike and Soren are legitimately gay at the end of Path of Radiance.
That's canon. But yeah, like, they make it explicitly clear, like, if you're playing a man, here are the men that you can S rank, and if you're a woman, here are the women you can S rank. And the weird thing I've heard about the men's storylines is that when you do actually finish that S rank and you do the thing where you give them the ring and tell them, I'm going to marry you, and, like, you know, do your full romance path with them, apparently towards the end of the game, like, they're just like, okay, bro, bye, and then they go get married to, like, a woman.
So I think that only happens with one of them, but...
Okay.
Either way, it is still fucked up that even happens.
It's like, yeah, I've heard it specifically happening with men. I haven't heard anything about it happening with women. It's really weird.
So, like, and also I think it's extremely fucked up that they didn't, for example, make Claude, like, bi or whatever, because they made Edelgard bi, but it's just like...
There are characters that would, like, clearly fit some gay archetypes that they just don't even try. Like...
Shamir.
How are you going to tell me that Shamir and Catherine are not dating each other?
I don't know how you create a character who looks like Shamir, talks like Shamir, interacts with other people like Shamir, and then go, yeah, this person, straight.
Yeah, it's weird. It's really weird.
It's just, it makes me wonder if, well, so I will say one thing, which is, like, I really don't know for men. I haven't noticed, at least, because Linhardt is one of the gay options for men.
Oh, that's cool.
He's very good. I love that boy.
Yeah, Linhardt's good.
But so like one of the interactions that I really like was Dorothea and Edelgard, where Dorothea is just like, "Hey Edelgard, you got any crushes?" And Edelgard's like, "I don't have time for crushes. It makes me depressed. I have no sex life. My life is over already before it's even begun." And she's like, "Aw, I'll marry you, honey." And she's like, "Oh, will you now?" Huh. And I was like, wow, people are being gay to not the main character.
Yeah, like,
because that never happens. That's something that I will say, like, if you go to like Mass Effect, for example, like,
right,
or even Dragon Age 2, I think Inquisition got better about that at least. But like, you'd get these characters who are gay, but like if they are involved in any sort of relationships outside of the main character, it's with, you know,
right,
heterosexual like relationship. So it's just like having something like this is refreshing and nice.
It's nice to see like people actively or characters in this game like actively express sexuality beyond the norms of like just I'll be gay in this one instance because the player character wants me, and it's like it's clear that they're trying. They're trying. It's not perfect. It's pretty bad at some parts. But like, I don't. It's sometimes they like get it really right, and I'm like, that's cool. Thank you. I appreciate that. Now, if you could like be pretty consistent about this, that would be nice. I do like this game a lot. Like, I really enjoy the combat. Are you like playing it on like normal or like
hard?
I'm playing it on hard classic mode, which I think is I think that's kind of the way to go, honestly, because
I have always played. So I've been playing Fire Emblem since I don't even know. Right. I couldn't tell you. Forever, basically. I was a child, and like I hate reloading the save so that my units don't die. So you know what I finally said this time? I said, "Fuck it. No, I'm playing on casual." And when people die, I'm like, "That's too bad."
Yeah, and guess what? They purposefully put in a brand new mechanic for people who love to save scum so they don't have to.
It's not brand new. I do want to tell you this.
Okay, that's cool.
It was in Echoes.
Okay. But it is still like okay, here like if you want like if you're going to be this type of player, here's this feature that'll make it like, you know, a little bit more fun. And I found that like it works. All those mechanics tend to mesh really, really well in classic mode, because it's like hard mode isn't particularly hard. It's like
no, not at all.
It's like it's not easy, but it's like it's like a good challenge. And the classic
it's easy
mode
to get yourself caught up in like in a bad situation, but it's like way easier. It's like not hard to win, basically.
There's never like super oppressive like forces that are bearing down on you in a way that's unmanageable. And it's like I think it works super well with classic mode, because the second you see a character get fucked up and die, it's like, okay, I'm rewinding, I'm going back, I'm thinking, how can I do this in a way that doesn't fuck this up? And that's a really great feeling. And I think those mechanics work super well. And I think if you're playing this game, if you plan on playing this game, I really feel like at least switching over to classic mode might be the best way to go. It creates the most interesting like set of like mechanical interactions to me, because like you have these clear stakes, you have these goals that you need to achieve, and everything is like very signposted of like, okay, this thing is going to be hard, this thing is going to be like relatively easy. And when you get into really interesting situations, the game gives you all the mechanics that you need in order to have like the best situation out of them. And I feel like that interplay is really cool. And I feel like it's weird that it gets labeled as classic when it kind of feels like, I get why they like separated it off into its own thing, but it really feels like how the way the game is kind of designed to be played.
Something I really like about the game is how they actually they quote unquote got rid of the weapon triangle, but you actually unlock the weapon triangle.
Yes.
And that's something that I really appreciate. Like, it's like when you level your units up, you can like keep them as they are, like, and like units that can sort of do okay against like pretty much anything, or like are slightly better at other things with skills to compensate.
Yeah.
Or you can specify them into being, this is the dude who is going to kill everyone who has ever had an axe in their entire life.
Right.
Like, it's good to like not be like beholden to having your unit be just
right.
Like, oh, well, it's only if the Lancer shows up, fuck them, I guess.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
It's cool. I'm really enjoying just like sitting there and playing it a lot.
Yeah, me too.
I've gotten into like a lot of extra side battles just because.
Yeah, same. I've done, I think, pretty much all the paralogs that have popped up, all the,
I haven't really done all of the missions, but it's like, at this point, I still have one that's like, all right, the suggested level for this is 11, and my main character is 24, so I don't know if it's worth doing that. Especially because you have to take in-game time to do it.
If it's the quests, like the quest ones, is that what you mean?
Yeah, they're usually like, hey, here's a battalion you can get, but it's like,
I feel like a rank A battalion, though.
Okay.
So they're pretty good.
Okay, maybe I will then. We'll see how much free time I have left in February.
Yeah.
In fake February.
I'm going to be real, it seems to me, unless like the second half really lets you level up authority a lot, you won't be able to use those battalions until New Game Plus. It feels like probably.
We'll see how it goes.
You keep all of your stats and everything, so like, and like your professor level and stuff, so you're able to have like whatever 10 units of free time or whatever the fuck.
I use up all that free time so fast.
Yeah.
It's you know what else I do? And I'm like an absolute crazy person for doing this, and no one else does this except maybe other ridiculously awful people like me. Every single month of new exploration, I go to the vendor that sells bait, I buy all the bait that's available, and I'll just sit there fishing for like 30 minutes.
Me. I'm the person who platinumed Nier, the original, because I loved the fishing. Like, no, you've got a friend in me.
I don't even like the fishing. It's just like, okay, this is a good way to get professor rank up. I can get I can make a lot of money doing this. I can sit there and listen to podcasts, and it takes like 30 minutes, and it's like, all right, okay, this is the thing I'm doing now, is aggressively tapping A.
Have you been waiting for the days where they have the glowing giant thing in the center?
Of course I have.
Okay, just making sure.
Trust me, I have mapped out my calendars so precisely.
God.
This game is good. I'm having a great time. I'm very excited to finish it and get back to you and like talk more story stuff, because it's been like very compelling in a weird way. It's like, the story's not like super deep or complicated, but it's like, it's interesting. I like the ways it's gone so far, and I'm interested to see what happens post this month.
Yeah, if anything, the only problem I have with the main story itself, I think all the supports are fantastic because they've really moved away from like trope like thing.
Right.
Like a big thing on like Fates was like everyone has a little meme in their supports with everybody,
right.
And like here, like they still have traits. Like they still have like a gimmick, like Bernie has. Bernie's gimmick is she's traumatized.
Bernie's gimmick is that she is anxiety,
and like Hubert's gimmick is he's an asshole.
Yeah,
but it's like these gimmicks are like not just like a one-off meme that just repeats over and over again. They're like being utilized in unique situations and bouncing off of the other characters' gimmicks in like compelling ways.
All the characters definitely have multitudes in a way that I think is really cool. I also really like this about Black Eagle specifically, is it's like once you get recruited into it and you like meet all the characters, it feels like a real like Island of Lost Children kind of vibe, where you have all of these like weird misfits that are all together, and they all have all of these different personalities, and they all clash so hard, and it's so cool to see them get together. And it's like what I've recruited so many people from the other classes. I've gone out of my way to like raise stats and supports with so many people outside of the classes to go and grab those characters. Every time I go and grab one of those characters and like add them in my class, none of them seem like half as interesting as any of the ones from Black Eagle. I'm liking Mercedes so far. I think she's very interesting. I like Raphael. He's very one note, but he's like he's not like he's the big brawny guy who's like he's dumb but he's muscular, but he's not like an oaf. He's just kind of like a little he's just kind of like willingly obtuse because he's very well spoken. He's not stupid. Like, he's smart. He's a smart dude and he's very charming, but he's just like he clearly just wants to lift weights more than anything else.
Yeah.
And I really love that about him. He's probably like he's maybe the most one-note character so far that I've seen, but like he's still cool. I like hanging out with Raphael.
Yeah. That's something that I was going to say is like I really like all the characters, but like I will say like the main story and a lot of the characters who are basically locked to being about the main story, like Ray and Seteth, and Flane, for example, are like it seems like they think we are learning more about them than we are based on the way the main story writes. Like, especially like our little tiny girl that is inside of us.
Yeah.
Like the way that they like place this weird, like, she has been with you every step of the way doing so much. I'm like, I talk to her maybe once every 3 months, dudes. I don't know.
I'll do the one conversation snippet she has in my room every exploration.
Yeah,
that's it.
Like, it's they have this weird idea, I think, of what's going on, which is like a little strange.
That's the thing with the main story writing is it doesn't feel super fleshed out. Like, we'll get there obviously once we actually finish the stories, but it's like the whole like subplot of, oh, I have this weird girl that's inside of me. Oh, it's such a strange relationship I'm developing with this like weird being that I'm sharing a body with, and then it doesn't really like land ever.
Yeah. Especially that big climactic moment. I was just sort of like,
okay, cool.
All right. I won't kill John anymore.
Yeah, I think we're good on Fire Emblem for now.
Oh, yeah, okay. Great. Thanks so much for your Fire Emblem update. That was 40 minutes. Holy shit.
I just realized we barely talked about Bernadetta. That's fine.
It's fine. That's fine. We saved the entire spoiler cast to be about Bernadetta because she's the most important character.
So excited for the Bernie cast.
All right.
Bernie Bros.
I'm a Bernie bro, yeah.
I guess I'll trade blows with you all by doing the thing that I need to do.
Oh boy.
Okay, I actually don't know if I have much to say, honestly. There was a Smash Bros update.
Oh.
Everyone get your yucks in, come on.
All I'm going to say is I think it's extremely funny the way that people are talking about Thwack, I think it is.
Yes.
It's extremely funny.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah, the new character, Hero, was added from Dragon Quest. I tried him a little bit. He is definitely not my kind of character. Like, he's kind of fun, but, you know, I prefer Joker, and they buffed Mewtwo, so that was fun.
Talk a little bit about Hero, because it's an interesting skill set what Hero has.
Yeah, so I'll go over it, but and then I'll talk about how I feel too. So Hero's concept is that they wanted to make him feel like you're playing a turn-based RPG in a sense. So a lot of his moves use MP, like he has an actual MP gauge right above his percentage. And it goes up just from getting hit or hitting the opponent or just, you know, like you get some over time. So you're never really like out of MP unless you're just spamming moves. And each of his specials use MP. He has his regular special is just like a chargeable fireball. His side special is a chargeable like lightning attack, where if you only charge it a little bit, then it just like a bolt of lightning comes down. But if you charge it a whole bunch, he also like does like a swing attack. And then his up B is just like that one's also chargeable. Like all of his specials most of his specials are chargeable, I should say. His up B is just like a whoosh kind of thing. Like he like flies up from a tornado. His down B is what is extremely different. Is that his down B pulls up a menu above his on top of his percentage, and there's like 4 or 5. I don't remember. I think it's 5.
I think it's 4 options.
Well, yeah, 4 or 5 options. Where they are randomly produced from, I think, 21 different abilities that he has. And it just, every time you press the button, it pulls up a different one, and then you can scroll up or down to pick an attack, and then you use it. I won't go through all of them, but some of the major ones is there's one that, I think it's Zoom, that just puts you back on the stage from no matter where you are. There's one that Rose mentioned, there's Thwack, and then there's a stronger version called, I think, Kuthwack, that has a chance of just automatically KOing the opponent. There's a move that just boosts your power. There's a move that makes you, I don't know if it's, I think it's as fast, or at the very least comparably fast to Sonic. There's one that just makes you impervious for a short amount of time. I mean, you can't move, but you're impervious. There's a bunch of different abilities, and there's even one that just straight up blows you up, like kills you, but does a bunch of damage to your opponent. Then there's also another one that just gives you a random ability, like there's like it could be a detriment, like it's hocus pocus. It's just, it gives you, like, it could either, you know, make you invincible or make you giant, or it could give you poison, or like one of the flowers on your head. It's a bunch of different things that it can do. So Hero has maybe the most varied moveset of any character. Like, I think they said, like, there's over 20 special moves for Hero, like, straight up.
Right.
And there's a big conversation about him being, like, straight up broken. And, like, in a competitive sense, I don't think he is, because there is that randomness and there is that, like, you know, wonkiness.
Yeah, like, look at Guilty Gear. Like,
well, okay. So people bring up Faust a lot. I don't think Hero is comparable to Faust. Faust does have a sense of RNG where, like, depending on what he does for one of his moves, he can throw out, like, a hole in the ground. He can throw out, like, he can throw out a bunch of different things. I don't think it's comparable. I think Hero is a lot weirder and a lot more janky compared to Faust, especially because I feel like Faust was balanced compared to a lot of the other characters, and you can get around Faust stuff a lot more easy. Another thing about Hero, too, is that there is a 1 in 8 chance for his smash attacks to be critical hits, and those are not fully insta-kills, but they're kinda close.
It's extra damage.
They're kinda close to being insta-kills if you hit with one.
Definitely like a high percentage.
Maybe even lower percentage. Like, people have been getting killed around, like, 30%. So, I don't know. I don't think he's going to, like, break the competitive scene, but I absolutely think that people are going to start saying that, like, oh, hey, that character's banned when you come over to my house. Like, I don't think people are going to like him in a casual sense. It's going to be very frustrating. There's going to be a lot of very pissed off people being like, dude, I was beating your ass and you just threw a smash out and you won. There's going to be a lot of scenarios like that in casual play, and, you know, I absolutely understand why people would think that he's a bullshit character, because he kind of is a bullshit character.
Dragon Quest is kind of bullshit. I'm going to be real with you as someone who has played it now. Like,
it's true to form. It's true to form.
Yeah.
And, you know, like, it's, like, I get it. I think he's like, the thought behind him is really interesting, and I like that they did it, but I also went online and tried to play as Mewtwo, and I was winning 50-50 against Hero, but I didn't really feel like I was losing because of my skill level. It was more just, oh, they threw out Thwack randomly at the beginning of the match, and then immediately got a stock up on me. Just because they randomly threw it out before I had any chance to, you know, like, fully engage myself. And you know what? I bet a lot of pro Smash Bros. Players are going to be like, oh, get good, dude. You're playing as Mewtwo. You could have reflected it. And it's like, I'm not that good, you know? It's kind of dumb that, like, there's basically a character that was introduced into the game suddenly that, like, everyone has to bump up their skill level for to be able to play against, you know? It's
almost like it's affecting the meta.
It kind of is. I don't know. I don't know. I don't even know what nerfs I would do or anything like that. Cuz if you change the character too much, then it's not the same character. Then that's not really fair to people that like that character. But at the same time, it's like you really can just press, like, if you're lucky, you can press down B and get an insta kill at the beginning of the match. Like, there's a chance that just happens.
I think that's like, from a competitive sense, I honestly think that is way too strong. Like,
I don't even think it's strong. I just think it's boring.
Yeah, I think it's boring as well, but also it's like, that's not. That should not be the kind of thing that is like encouraged in fighting games. It's just the ability to maybe be able to get a one stock kill.
Mm-hmm. My thing is, I'm just picturing like literally every tournament that Hero's in, and the person just does that at the beginning because like with the Faust thing in Guilty Gear, right? You have to build up to that, right?
Well, no, it's one of his one of his supers is like throwing a bunch of them out, but that is just one of the moves he can do. But but again, they're not things
that's different.
They're not things that completely destroy the game. Like, it's just like, oh, there's a hole in the ground. Oh, there's like poison. Oh, he just throws an like it's nowhere like that. Absolutely not.
Yeah, like, I think it's just sort of boring to instill this idea that, like, oh, every time that you start playing as Hero in a battle, you basically just want to press this button.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I think that's just sort of boring.
It is. It's definitely boring. And yeah, like I said, I just think that, like, I don't think there's going to be a bunch of people playing him like competitively, because Smash Bros is all about spacing and speed. And he's not that fast, and he doesn't have good aerials, so I don't think he's going to be competitive. But there's just going to be a lot of people like me and, like my friends that are going to be playing, and if someone gets Hero, everyone's going to be like, oh my god, this fucking guy, like, it's going to be that kind of thing. But, I don't know. We'll see how it shakes out. Maybe it won't be as bad as we think it is, like, a lot of people thought that the Castlevania boys were going to ruin the metagame because of their projectiles, but that didn't really happen. So, Yeah,
it turns out there's a lot of great ways to counter projectiles.
Yeah,
Turns out the parrying mechanic they added is really useful.
Yeah. I mean, like, Simon and Richter are still good and still fun characters, but they didn't break the game, so...
Yeah. I think it's there. I think there's a big difference between, like, having more projectiles than usual and having the ability to instant kill. Like, I don't know. I worry about it from a competitive... I don't normally worry about competitive games that much, but Smash is always interesting to me on a competitive level, with the exception of Melee. I could give less of a fuck about Melee, but I do like that Smash is a competitive game, and I do like that it's in more recent iterations been balanced more competitively, because it takes like the fighting game format and sort of redefines it in interesting ways that other fighting games aren't really interested in, and I think that's cool, and I think that should be encouraged more when it comes to designing more competitive play. And I think it's very weird to release a character that could just randomly kill you at the start of a match. That seems too... it doesn't even seem too strong, as much as it seems like this thing is gonna... People who do this are going to do this to a degree that it is going to be a real issue, I believe.
He also has a projectile sleep move.
Other characters have sleeps, I get it.
But he has one that he can hit you with from across the stage.
Right. Yeah. It's weird. I don't know.
It's a bit much.
I haven't played much Smash yet. I haven't played against Hero because I've been playing other things on my Switch. But I'm interested to try and fight some heroes.
Mm-hmm.
I wanna see how well I can like match up against them.
Sure.
When are they adding Dante?
Dante from the Devil May Cry series?
Yeah, like, have you seen, like, all of, like, literally, like, every character they add has a Dante palette? It's getting ridiculous.
Yeah. One of the fucking heroes has a Goku
I know.
palette.
That was what was making... Well, Hero has a fucking Dante one, too.
Yeah, but the weird thing is they didn't even make the one you want a Goku.
Look,
I know it's probably supposed to be a different palette for like a different character, but it's like, come on.
Red and white is a very popular color choice. It's based on another another Dragon Quest character.
I'm sure it is.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if they'll add Dante. I wouldn't.
They're never gonna put Dante in.
I wouldn't be pissed.
Like they put Bayo in, so it's fine.
I wouldn't be pissed. Dante's cool, but yeah.
Every time you say, "Oh, the leak said Doom guy's in it," I want to murder you. But
why?
Because the way that you so readily believe something like that.
Yeah, you're jumping on the leaks is a lot.
It's fun.
Okay,
it's fun to think Doom guy is gonna be in Smash.
Why not?
Really?
I want him to rip Pikachu in half.
They're not. That's like exactly why I hate it. Because that's what it all, like, if they did put him in Smash, which they won't, like, that's all it would ever be, is just like, oh, look, he's fucking killing Banjo-Kazooie, it's epic, whoa.
So John told me earlier, when we were hanging out in Daytona, about some potential leaks, and one of them was Artorias, and I was like, what? How are they gonna finally do a Dark Souls rep and not have it be Solaire? And then I think about it, and it's like, I think about it, and I'm like, Artorias works.
Hang on a second.
Artorias could be good.
I was talking about how dumb people were being about a weird Google bug. Okay? I was not talking about that being valid, okay? Look, if you all want me to, I'll stop talking about
it. It's fine.
It's obviously not. If y'all are talking about this like this, I'll stop, okay? I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. No, it's just the Doom guy. That's it.
It's obviously not, okay? I'll stop.
It was just the Doom guy. That was the only thing that was getting me after all this time.
No,
listen, because it's been not the Doom guy since like last July. It's been all about the Doom guy. That's
John,
it. I'm telling you.
I want you to be right so I can play as Artorias. I want this.
I wasn't saying that was true. I was saying it was because a bunch of people in fucking Papa Genos' Discord were like,
no.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I was saying that it was people being stupid. That's what I was telling Scott. I was like, these people are crazy because they were going onto Google, and like what they were doing was they were like logging out of their Google account and then like going on a VPN and then like typing in like a character name Smash Bros, and then if an ad for Smash Bros came up, they were like, oh, that proves that they're like
That's
associated. Like there's back end Google like AdSense shit or something. And it was like, what the fuck are you people talking about?
I mean, they're probably related because people are searching Artorias Smash Bros. I don't know.
I mean,
it's so fucking stupid.
I mean, it was all stuff that was like most of them were things that people were guessing, and then like I remember I was watching the fucking video because I was like, what the fuck is he talking about? And he was like someone wanted to look up Saber from Fate, so we looked up Saber and then Artoria, and then someone misspelled it Artorias, and it came up, and it was like, oh my fucking god,
oh my god, that confirms it.
Saber's also in it.
I believe it. I think Agumon's gonna get
Agumon's in. You know he's
Agumon's in.
He's fucking in.
It's okay.
What are they watching?
We can't do this. What are they watching? They were watching Delgo. We should go move on to some news stories.
Alright. So, EVO's happening right now. Woo! And there's already some news from that. Because some things leaked. Well, first off was something that was like the worst kept secret, and then they finally confirmed it. Riot finally came out and said that the Rising Thunder team is making a fighting game.
Cool, good.
They
should do that.
They didn't say exactly what it was. They didn't say like, oh, it's going to be a League fighting game or it's going to be a new thing. I'm gonna guess it's probably gonna be a League fighting game because people are gonna want those characters. They're already well-known characters, but who knows?
It'll be like Team Fighter Z.
Yep. Sure. I don't fucking know. I don't know anything about League of Legends. But the other thing,
I know everything about League of Legends. Ask me anything.
Who's your favorite hero?
Jinx. Or Nar.
I know some of the characters because people go crazy for them. I would bet all of my money that Jinx would be in the fighting game at least.
Yeah.
I know Master Yi from like a meme video.
Oh, of course you fucking know about Master Yi.
Yeah, that's
fucking
about
hate
it.
That guy.
And I know. I know Teemo.
I know Teemo.
Oh, I like Teemo. He's funny.
I know Blitzcrank because that comic where he's
fuck Blitzcrank.
That comic where he says "beep boop fuck the turret" because that's a really good comic.
Yeah. I was going to say this earlier when you talked about Hero, or not? Was it Hero?
The Smash Bros. Character? Yeah,
I think it was. Yes, I was going to say there always has to be a fucking noob tube in multiplayer games, and you know what's a fucking noob tube in League of Legends? It's Master Yi right there, and Blitzcrank. They're both the fucking noob tube characters.
I'm going to stop you right here. What the fuck is a noob tube?
It's like a weapon that's just like so strong that all the noobs use it.
Yeah.
Oh, wait a second. Yeah, isn't that like it's that
like
that's
a rocket launcher? The noob tube.
That's no. I think I have heard of that. That isn't that from like Call of Duty because there was like the grenade launcher.
Yes.
That's where it's from.
Yep.
Okay, all right, I get it now.
I'm the only person on staff who played a lot of shooters, huh? I think about this sometimes.
Halo. I played a shitload of Halo.
But I played like
Rose.
I was a jock, okay?
Do you remember how the katana in Halo 3 took 1,000 gamer score to unlock?
Yeah, that was easy.
I got that before there was DLC for the game.
Wow, that is scary.
Thank you.
Only because the free-for-all achievements are fucking bitch, so, like, I get it.
Yeah, the one I was, like, literally stuck on for ages was the one where you had to get a,
Spartan laser?
No, I got the Spartan laser one. The one I was stuck on was the one where you had to get like 4 kills in a row in free for all and get like the overkill medal. And
oddly enough, I had
the second I did that, I was like, I got on mic and I was like, I want to thank all of you for making this happen today. I got all the gamer score in that game, and then they had to ruin it by adding more achievements.
See, I never played before there were the DLC because I was a baby. So
yeah,
I didn't play shooters because my brother used the Xbox more than I did because we only had the one, and I kind of associated it with shitty stuff because my brother was very bad.
That's cool.
So
that's fair.
Yeah.
Anyway. Okay. Anyway, sorry. Street Fighter also happened. So Street Fighter's finals are supposed to be happening on Sunday. By the time you hear this, they will have probably revealed more fighting game stuff, like more characters and all that, but we are in the past, so we can't talk about those yet. But we can talk about this video that leaked. Because someone accidentally posted all the new characters that they're adding to Street Fighter V on Steam. So, they are adding 3 new characters to Street Fighter V Arcade Edition. All at once, all together. They are coming August 4th. They are E Honda, everyone's favorite Edmund. They are adding Poison. They're bringing Poison back.
Good.
And a newcomer, Lucia, who was from Final Fight. I don't remember her, but she's a cop in this one, so, you know.
It's good to see Lucina getting in more games.
Yeah.
I love when Lucina's in more games.
Yeah. It's weird that she's not in all of them.
Eventually.
I hope so.
Yeah, me too.
Hey, what about the Amiibo Gazebo? This is something we can get John in on, right?
Yeah, hey, John.
Yeah.
So there's a place in your school in Fire Emblem 3 Houses called the Amiibo Gazebo.
Oh, I know, and I approve.
Yeah.
You can put your amiibos there and they drop items, and it's so unclear. It's so unclear how it works. No, here's how I think it works. I think when you activate when you put your you put your amiibo on the gazebo, it'll populate the next time you're around with items, and then you could do it with all your amiibos. Mm-hmm. And then when it runs out, and then it I think registers the ones that you've used for that month or whatever, and then next month I think you can start doing it again. But no, once they're gone, you can start using amiibos again, and it'll start populating with items again. And I've just been using the same 5 amiibos.
I haven't run out. The items keep appearing, and every time I go to scan another amiibo, it's like, no.
No, they run out eventually.
It hasn't yet for me, I'm telling you.
It does not tell you no. It just says, this amiibo's been scanned.
But I was using new amiibos every time.
I know.
Oh,
I've been using the same ones over and over again. It makes 0 sense. I don't know the mechanics of it. The amiibo gazebo. That's the amiibo gazebo.
You know what was... you know what's a good amiibo feature that I really liked is in Bayonetta 2, you go there and you scan it and you get free stuff. From Rodon. He just gives you like a ton of currency and he says like a random fucking bit about whichever one you scanned, if it's like one of like 20 amiibos or whatever. Like if you do the Splatoon one, it's like, oh hey, that's that kid from your fight club, huh? It's pretty good.
Yeah. So those 3 characters are going to be added to Street Fighter V, and
cool.
There you go. I don't know. E Honda looks exactly like he normally does, and Poison looks like she licked an electrical outlet.
That's cool.
Yeah,
good for her.
She's really hot though, so who can say if it's bad or not?
She is. Maybe not her normal outfit in this game, just because of her hair.
Maybe not Street Fighter V characters in general, but
yeah. But yeah, there's that. I'm gonna ask you all something, and you're not allowed to Google it. Do you remember the last character they added to Street Fighter V?
Was it that big man?
Big man.
Was it a big man? No, this is probably from way before.
Yeah, I think you're thinking of Abigail, and that is way before. That is a long time ago. Okay. That's like 2 years ago.
Was it? Oh no, that's Tekken that I'm thinking of next. I was gonna say the hacker girl from the old one, and then I was like, no, that's Tekken.
She's a streamer, not a hacker.
Well, yeah, right. Sorry,
Julia. Jeez. Yeah, she's a hack. She's a streamer now. All right, I'll just say time's up. It's Kage, who is basically evil Ryu except different. He's just like Demon Ryu. So it's not evil Ryu. It's a different guy who is evil Ryu.
Legitimately did not know that.
Yep.
No clue whatsoever.
Yeah. Don't blame you. Do not blame you at all.
To be fair, like, I know nothing about Street Fighter except for that I look at Sakura and I'm like, she's the best.
Sakura's pretty good. Yeah, that's what we know about fighting games. There's going to be more announcements after this, because the actual grand finals will be on Saturday and Sunday, so, that's when we'll actually see new stuff. Any predictions on the new stuff? Oh, actually, I have one, because it's all but confirmed. They're adding fucking Janemba to Dragon Ball FighterZ.
Cool.
Great. We really needed that guy.
Yeah, everyone wanted Janemba.
Like, what the fuck? Can I say something that I found out recently that's really fucked up?
Sure.
That's sort of adjacent. They're putting the Ruibi characters into Smite.
Ruibi?
That's what I call it. Where have you been?
Ruibi?
I do it to taunt them.
Okay. Well, you got me.
Are you telling me I'm supposed to pronounce the W as you? I'm supposed to go Ruby?
That's what it's called.
Fuck you. No,
that's what it's
fuck
called.
that.
Oh my god,
no.
I don't even like Ruby.
You don't pronounce a W as that. It's Ruibi. That's how you pronounce it. I'm sorry.
Why are you mad at me?
Not a real fan like me. Apparently.
I'm not a fan. I don't enjoy it.
Why the fuck are they putting them in Smite? The game that's about putting gods into Smite.
They're gods.
Like, all the characters are gods. And they're putting the girls in.
They've ascended.
They should add Ruby to Smash.
Yes. I mean, I remember when John did that like meme where it's like a character you add to Smash. I'd made a joke Ruby Rose one to post at him. But it was sincere. Because they should put red like roses into Smash. Be good.
A fucking fight's about to break out.
What? John, you don't want it to be in Smash?
I'm on the fucking precipice tonight.
I think they should add Weiss Schnee.
Yeah, they should.
Did you have to Google that one, Scott?
No, I knew that one.
What about Blake Belladonna?
Didn't know that one.
Yang Junlap.
That's all of them, I think.
Oh, there's also Penny and
there's 4 of the main ones. There's a lot of Ruby characters. There's a lot of characters, and
there's Team Juniper.
I beg you to cease.
I know there's a guy named Ironwood.
I like Coco a lot.
Yeah, me too.
Rose, how about instead of this, you talk about something else? What
Okay.
what other video games have you interacted with recently?
Well, the first thing I'm going to say is that I homebrewed my Vita. Just like the 3DS one. It's a lot easier than doing the 3DS one. It only took like 20 minutes compared to like 2 hours it takes for the 3DS. But I did that, and it lets me have custom themes, and the themes are like really good. I want to say that because like they have like custom icons and stuff for all the different things, and like it's great. People put a lot of work in. It does this weird thing where every time you restart the console, which you never have to do for the Vita because the battery is infinite on the Vita, but every time you restart the console, you have to reactivate the hack again because of how the Vita's set up. And it only takes like a second, but it's just this really funny thing that makes it seem like you're just like on the precipice of like danger all the time or something like that. Or like on the flip side, that you're like the coolest hacker alive. You're like, yeah, I just press this button and look, my Vita becomes the fucking Karano Kyokai Vita. Like, it's cool though. So I've been playing an Atelier, I think it's Atelier, game. Those are like the Alchemist games where you're an alchemist.
There are like 40 of those fucking games.
There's 25. Which is so much.
I was closer than I expected.
They're the same. Yeah. I didn't know those games have an in-game time limit, and that kind of stresses me out. Ooh. But I will say that I like how quaint those games are. They're so soft and fluffy. Like, I don't know how the new ones are, but they give off a very, like, not quite all the way into, you know, like moe anime where it's like just like, oh, this is so cute, I'm going to die. But it's like a very quaint version of that. It's very like subtle and just relaxing, and all the music's nice, and you just make like a hamburger out of your cauldron.
Okay.
By throwing a bunch of weeds in. It's fun. And I've just played a little bit of that, but like the time limit I didn't know about, and apparently that's in all of them, and that really stressed me out, especially in this game where it's like I was just like having a nice time, and then I went to this altar, and then this like guy was like, if you don't learn alchemy in the next 2 years, your sister will die. And I was like, oh no, it's scary.
Did you learn alchemy?
Not yet. I only have 2 years.
Oh, shit.
And there's like an in-game calendar and everything, and like actions take an amount of time. Like every time you make something in your cauldron, it's like, this will take 3 days, and I'm like, oh no. I don't like time limits in games.
That's fair.
Like in Fire Emblem, I don't feel the stress of it, for example, like the new one, like at all, because it's just like, yeah, you take it at your own pace. But with this, it's like, right now, I don't have a good idea if I'm doing anything right or wrong, so I'm scared that like I'll get to the end and be like, oh, if only I hadn't done X, you know? Like, that scares me. That's why I like Animal Crossing over Harvest Moon as well, because it's like, I like Harvest Moon, but it's like, it always gets to that point where it's like, all right, now I'm at the end of my 3rd year, and I'm like, fuck, I wasted my entire 1st year doing all of this bullshit. Right. Whereas in Animal Crossing, it's like, if you didn't do that thing, it's fine, you can just do it now. Like, it doesn't matter. And I like that about, like, that's why I can deal with something like that.
I like time limits when they're like balanced well. Like
when they're like Majora's Mask, right?
Yeah, or like or the first Dead Rising. Dead Rising? Dead Rising, yeah.
Yes, you're right. Yeah. I like Lightning Returns a lot, which also has that. So
you're saying you like Majora's Mask twice.
Yeah, basically. Majora's Mask and Majora's Mask with a lady.
Majora's Mask 2. Lightning Returns? No.
that's what it should have been called. But yeah, those things, I only played like 2.5 hours of Atelier, but I'm going to play it all probably. Sure. You know how I am with those types of games, Neptunia and shit. But the main thing I've been doing is the Madoka game. I know you dropped off of it, John, and again, like I said last time, could not blame you. It is a very like obtrusive, like convoluted thing that has very poor feedback.
Also, I also like kind of messed around with Granblue again, but you know what? I'm sick and fucking tired of that game and the Madoka game and a lot of games like that. I know why they do it, because they want to bleed you dry for your fucking AP or whatever. But I don't want to fucking sit there. Especially Granblue, because they don't even use AP and shit. Whenever you're doing a story thing, trying to find out one more piece of information, they have 4 fucking battles before you can do that. And it's like, well, before we finish this conversation, we have to fight these monsters. I'm like, you fuck.
A thing that Granblue did is, like, over time they got away from that, but, like, it was over time, so the vast majority of content in that game is still like that, and it's bad. The Madoka game's the worst I think I've ever seen it be, where it's, like, literally, like, characters will be talking, and then, like, completely unrelated from anything you're doing, it's just, here's a battle now.
Hey, you know, John, there is a mobile game.
I'm not
right now.
playing Dragalia.
I'm just saying.
No.
Every time you view a cutscene, it gives you the same amount of currency as you would by doing a mission, and they are way too happy to remove the amount of missions there are and increase the amount of cutscenes. That is all they've been doing at every event.
No, when I play one of those games, it's because I just want to barely pay attention to it and then read some lore.
Yeah.
That's it.
So you put it on auto.
So, listen, the thing that I was going to say about the Madoka game is they did their first, like, proper event now.
Yes.
Not just, like, the other event was fine. It was, like, a story or whatever. It was cute and everything. This is, like, a proper event, and they actually did it in a really interesting way where it's, like, there are bad ends and shit.
What's the event?
Like, it's as the azaleas bloom, it's just about these 3 orphans or whatever, trying to deal with, like, something traumatic that happened to them and try to learn how to trust other people again. And it's like, throughout the thing, there's just, like, branching paths and you can make different choices and stuff like that. And they go to, like, bad ends and, like, alternate endings and stuff like that. And, like, it's kind of cool how they translated, like, well, Madoka's kind of like a dire thing, so we can have, like, this visual novel style setup where it's like, if you make the wrong choice, it's like, oh no, everything's fucked up, you know? Like, I think that's a really cool translation of what that series is into a video game form. Speaking of alternate forms of events, Fate Go Summer event is also happening, and it's a race, and you pick which person you want to win the race, and there's like 6 teams, and it's fucking insane. It's like, yeah, the thing I like about Fate Go is how it doesn't give a shit about anything ever. And there's like no level of there is a level of seriousness. I do want to say, like, when you get to the main story and stuff like that, and like character interactions, it can be very serious. But like for example, in this event, one of the motivations of one of the main villains you've run across in this event is Boudica, and she's partly driven by her hatred of Nero, who is, you know, a character in the game, because, you know, Rome murdered Boudica and all of her daughters in historical context. And she hates that. But the other reason she's pissed off is because she got to be on the event card for last year's event, so she thought that meant she could be a swimsuit character this year, but then she didn't get to be a swimsuit character this year, so she wants to get revenge. And it's just like, the combination of these 2 things is just, like, exactly why I like Fate Go. Because it's just so fucking stupid, but it's also, like, doing some weird, like, historical accuracy thing, and, like, examining that. Like, it's like, yeah, Boudica would hate Nero. Let's go in on that. Meanwhile, Nero is a summer fucking giant, like, string swimsuit anime girl who's driving a car with a maid.
In the Dragalia summer event, everyone got beach swimsuit outfits except for Cleo. So everyone's out there wearing bikinis except Cleo. She's wearing her full dress out on the beach.
Oh my god. She's gonna die.
Even Luca and Ransel are like fucking ripped as hell and just completely naked, and she's just out there in her dress. How could they show such disrespect to Cleo's club?
How could they show disrespect to Cleo in general when she's like the body of that? She's the soul. She's the soul of Dragalia.
Did I tell you that we started our alliance and it's called Cleo's Club? And someone who's in like our group DM apparently started their own alliance? Like,
what?
On their own, like it was like my friend and her husband and like 2 of their friends, and they named it Mim's Darlings.
Wow. What? This is literally the waifu wars.
I felt so betrayed. But it's okay. We've come to a mutual understanding that Cleo's Club and Mim's Darlings can work together.
I wish I could play Dragalia. This is something that I've been feeling recently. Is just I don't like playing it on my phone. If that was on the Switch, I would play it.
I feel
if they just put Dragalia on the Switch and maybe like
they should do that.
Went a little more in depth with the mechanics. They do with the high end stuff for sure, but
yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, a lot of those boss battles are absurd. Like
they're just FF14 bosses.
Yeah, like they're proper like boss like raid boss kind of shit.
And I respect that completely.
It's cool. I like the high level play stuff in Dragalia a lot. Like,
but
it's neat.
My thing that gets me and why I would rather have it on the Switch is just like I think of that and I'm just like I could just be like watching something else and playing Fate Go or whatever instead of like putting in all this effort into Dragalia.
Yeah, a couple of a couple of people in our clan for the higher level stuff actually have tablets that they play on, which is apparently like a lot more precise than playing on a phone.
Really?
Yeah. It's weird. It's weird that they do that. I don't know why they would, but also I have a pretty big phone, so it doesn't really bother me that much.
Sure.
Yeah, it's neat.
Yeah. But
mobile games.
Mobile games. I Fate Go is just like has like a real like soothing nature to it, even when it kills me with the gacha and makes me sad. Like it's still like the only reason I play these mobile games is for their story. Really,
yeah,
like,
I feel that.
And like the idea of those people out there who play Clash of Clans is crazy to me. Like that's insane to me. Like I play these things because I'm invested in it. You know, like I'm like all the way in it, and I love to see what happens and stuff like that. And yeah, I don't know how you people can do it. No disrespect, I guess, but like I just don't understand.
Just start a group DM and just include all of your friends that you know are playing. And then just yell at each other all the time.
Yeah, I guess that's it.
That's the way you go. Let me know if you want to join Cleo's Club.
If I ever play again, I will.
I respect you.
Scott, what's going on with the Outer Worlds?
Hey, footage for Outer Worlds went up today. A bunch of news outlets got their hands on it at a 2K event, and have published their respective recordings, which is actually it's really cool because apparently at the event they were just like, okay, you get 2 hours, have fun. Like they didn't try to put them on guided demos or tell them, well, you should go try out this quest that'll bring you here. They just gave them the game and were like, here you go, here are our areas and you can go do whatever you want in them. So if you go and look up footage for the game, you'll find a bunch of different routes, and that's really cool that they allowed that out of the gate. But it's a fucking cool looking this game. Okay, so have you heard of this game? It's called Fallout New Vegas. You ever heard of this one?
Occasionally.
Yeah.
Yeah. They made a second one of those.
Oh, good. Okay, so it is that.
It is exactly just Fallout New Vegas 2. To a degree that is very silly. This is not the Gamebryo engine. This is not Bethesda's software. They're as far removed from Bethesda as they can get. But you know how in those in Fallout 3, Fallout New Vegas, when you go talk to someone and they do the zoom on their face to a conversation? In their new engine where they could do exactly what they want, they replicated that effect as closely as they could while still modernizing it. It's so weird and great. It really feels like they made this game specifically for people who love Fallout New Vegas. It looks really cool. It's big open worlds. It's very, very staunchly anti-capitalist out of the gate. They make that very clear to you. It also seems very streamlined in a way that the Bethesda games, the Bethesda Fallouts, didn't really get with Fallout 4. When you hire your companions and you bring them with you, they have their own skill trees that you can level up yourself, and it creates this feeling of having like an RPG party, which is, not the same feeling you get out of like a Fallout game where you just have some companions. And then they have like special attacks that you can have them activate in mid-combat, which like does a cool little cutaway and does a small cutscene for them while they do it. It's neat. It's all like very well presented too. I haven't gotten to play it yet, but it looks like the gunplay is like interesting and engaging. All the weapons seem like very uniquely crafted in interesting ways, but it's not like a wicked loot shooter or whatever. It's sort of like the Fallout method of here's this type of gun and here's like the minor iterations of it, but then here's this type of gun, and it looks like they tried to give them more. They tried to give them more varied identity. And it has like all the same stuff you would expect. It has repairing your weapons, like going and crafting, modding new ones. It has it has skill trees, like as just a modern concept, but when you go and create your character, you also apply stats as well. So it's got all of that. It's really neat that they went out of their way and made this game like so closely to a T, like what people would expect from maybe coming off of Fallout games and not feeling super especially like inspired by them. And it seems like they've gone out of their way to like streamline the formula, but not sand off all the rough edges. It also like it looks really polished too. From what I've heard, the people who played it and got to do their demos like didn't run into any major bugs or anything. It's also not as big of a scale as Fallout games. From what I heard, it's supposed to be like relatively branching paths, but the story wouldn't be like a big 80-hour sprawling epic where you do a million things in a million places and a million side quests. It's more like 20 hours, a little bit more condensed, which makes sense if you're like playing through it multiple times. Maybe it's interesting. I really want to see how it all comes together, but from early footage, it looks really cool. Also, like it's really colorful in a way that works. Like I watched a lot of footage of stuff like that Far Cry post-apocalyptic game and like Rage 2, and they do like the shitty like Suicide Squad palettes on like everything, and it looks so Yeah, it looks like so artificial and bad. And when Outer Worlds gets a lot more colorful, it feels so natural. Like all the neon light shit like feels like it's trying to sell this idea of hyper-capitalist propaganda, and the worlds like being on different planets makes the natural foliage and stuff a lot more interesting. It's cool. It looks really cool. I'm very excited to play this game.
Oh, I'm just glad that I'm going to be able to play another Fallout New Vegas game, because even though it has problems, I like played a lot of Fallout 3 when it came out.
Yeah.
I played a lot of Oblivion. I still play a lot of Skyrim from time to time because of how many fucking mods you can put into. Well, you can put so many mods on it. There's way more mods for it than Oblivion. There's so many mods. And you can put the Madoka music mod on, as I'll always say, until the end of time. It makes it great. But like, Fallout New Vegas is always, the golden standard. That's the best one. And it's like, oh, yay, cool. I'll be able to play another one of those, because Fallout 4 is the worst shit I have ever played. No offense. I know you enjoy your base building stuff and everything, but... Ever
since it decided I could no longer save my game, I have not touched it.
It's just like everything about like the Fallout 4 story and like structure and everything. It's garbage. It's like
it's absurdly bad.
And so I'm glad that I hope this is good. Been a little worried when you hear shit like Chris Avallone say like, "Wow, this game's not political," and then I go like, "Hey, guy, what?"
You know who else said that kind of shit about their game? J.E. Sawyer about Fallout New Vegas. And like, guess what? That game is pretty political in ways that are let's say, like, okay, so I've listened
Transcendent
to Jay...
of the normal...
I've listened to Jay Sawyer talk about this in interviews a lot, and, like, the thing he'll do all the time is when someone tries to ask, like, well, what's, like, the underlying message or politics about the game? And his rhetorical thing is like, well, what did you think of it? It's like, what did you take away from it? It's clear that the way he's trying to push you with how you think about the politics of New Vegas is further left, but he wants people to come to those conclusions themselves. I know J.E. Sawyer did not touch Outer Worlds nearly as much, but I know Obsidian is a competent studio with, like, decent politics. Like a lot of their more recent work as well has been, like, pretty leftist. I trust them more than I trust a lot of other big studios. They could still disappoint me, but just seeing what I have seen so far of how far it tries to go staunchly anti-capitalist out of the gate, like, unabashedly, it has so much promise for me. I'm excited to see where this game goes.
Okay. Lastly, I guess I will real quick update everybody on that crazy TF2 thing that went down last week.
Yeah, that was wild.
Yeah, Valve actually came out and finally said something. I'll just read their blog post here, which, it's pretty crazy that there's an update to the TF2 blog, but, On the evening of Thursday, July 25th, a bug was introduced that allowed some older crates to grant an unusual hat on every opening. We fixed the bug the following morning and decided to trade lock the hats from the bugged crates while we evaluated the situation. Over the past week, we have been discussing ways to address the situation with the goal of minimizing the impact on the TF2 community as a whole, while preserving the experience of customers who have simply opened a crate, made a trade, or purchased from the market on the 25th, unaware that a bug produced their item. During our investigation, we discovered that a small number of accounts acquired these hats, and a smaller portion of those accounts acquired an exceedingly large number of them. Based on this, we've decided that if you currently own one of these hats, the first one added to your account will be made tradable. Any other unusual you have received due to the bug will remain permanently trade-locked. If you decide that you would rather not have these trade-locked hats to your account, you may instead elect a full refund on any number of them. The number of unusual items being made tradable represents about 1 month of the regular unusual drop rate. That's pretty crazy. A few of you were concerned that you had done something wrong with opening a bugged crate and proceeded to delete your hats. While we appreciate the concern, you didn't do anything wrong, so hats from the crates deleted before the trade date will be restored to your accounts with the same restrictions. That's cool of them.
Yeah.
Item tradability, restoration, and the refund store page will be made available in about a week's time. Refunds will be the full price paid for any hats, crates, or keys bought on the Steam Community Market or Manco store. We will post an update when that exact date becomes available. And then just blah, 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 apologies and all that. Yeah. I mean, for such a weird thing that went down, I think that this is, like, the best possible way to handle it. Like, they made it so... people that just went crazy and grabbed a bunch of hats can't just flood the market with them and can't just, take advantage of the situation. But they also made it so, hey, if you just want to keep a cool hat, you can keep your cool hat.
Sure.
I think that's...
How much do you know about the TF2 trading economy?
I know very light things. Someone in Shoot Chat tried to explain a little bit more to me, and
it's a nightmare.
It does seem like a nightmare.
It is, like, at least 2 or 3 steps away from, like, weird Bitcoin insider trading.
Oh, it's very close to, like,
it's
cryptocurrency. It's very close.
It is absurd. So, the way I understood it way back in the day when I was briefly involved in it, not for a super long time, because I knew a guy who was, like, more than willing to give me, like, strange items just because he had them. Like, he just bought crates all the time and unlocked them and was like, all right, I got 15 of these strange items, you want them? And I'm like, yeah, sure. So, like, I sort of went at him. I maybe tried to treat myself a little bit. I knew a couple people who were into trading on the TF2 end, and were like, "Oh, I might be willing to get those stranges from you." So I like that's how I sort of got involved in the first place. If I didn't, I feel like it would have enriched my life greatly. But essentially, the value of everything in the game is entirely speculative, and speculative in such a sense that, like, it is held to such a weird, rigid standards that any deviation in how the economy works causes it to absolutely crumble. Like, there was a weird realization within the community, not recently, but like after a lot of the drop off happened and the TF2 boom stopped, where people just kind of figured out that metal was pretty much endless. So its value like dropped and the economy plummeted because they're just going to keep giving it to you. Like, it's not going to ever stop. The idea that people would form such a rich, money-driven economy within this weird ecosystem is so fucking absurd. And the fact that it's still going to the point where something like, hey, these old crates that nobody is going to open? What if they guaranteed you a certain kind of item, caused Valve to go out of their way to do this much stuff because so many people said that the economy was essentially ruined yet again? It is utterly confounding that people still do this, but it's lucrative for them. And it's lucrative. I don't even know if it's lucrative for players, but it's definitely lucrative for Valve. Like, a lot of that economy stems from people buying the shit that's in the crates. And there are a lot of crates that are utterly worthless because they don't contain anything good. And it's astounding. Like, there was a point at which that entire economy was founded on the principle that everything was relative to earbuds. Because the earbuds item was the only item that had actual limited value because it was time locked and it was tradable. And that's absurd. It's just so silly that they've gone so far in this direction to the point where it's affecting people's livelihoods. I don't know. I don't understand this.
It's crazy.
It's a lot. It's don't do internet. Don't trade in virtual currency.
Yeah, I think that's just the thing that you can learn. The only lesson I have been involved in the TF2 economy once, and that is because at one point when I was still hanging out with my like occult group, we like played TF2. They got me to play TF2. I don't like TF2 that much. More power to all y'all who like TF2 though. For real. I hope you enjoy it.
I haven't played it in maybe 10 years. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't mean you. I mean the audience. Like, y'all keep doing what you're doing. Like, I know Trixie plays. Like, hell yeah, go for it.
That's weird, but all right.
Like, I, at one point, got a crate drop, and all my friends were like, holy shit. And I was like, what? And they're like, just look at it. Like, look at what it says in the menu. And it was like, sells for like $120 or something. And I was like, oh shit. And I sold the TF2 crate that I got for $120 and then just bought like everyone on my friends list a Christmas present from Steam. Like, and that was
rad.
Like cool as hell. It was great. I was like, oh, this rules. And then like I thought about it like a little later and I was like, oh, that sucks actually. I don't like that was really cool that I could do that, but the idea that there have been people who have been like staking a lot of importance in their life on that system is like horrifying to me.
Yeah, it's bad. It's really I just can't even begin to even think about this shit anymore. I'm done. I can't. I don't respect TF2 enough for this.
All right. Well, let's move on to questions. If you want to send in questions, it's videogamechoo-choo.tumblr.com/ask. Solon sent in a question. Now that Ninja has left Twitch, which we didn't talk about because
it's because they allow breastfeeding.
Yeah.
I'm standing by this. That's why he left.
What celebrity should Jerma collaborate with to rise and take the Twitch throne in his non-existent power vacuum?
Me.
I think Jerma should team up with, at the very least, someone who's not a pedophile.
Yeah, that would be nice.
You're really limiting the pool.
Yeah,
I guess so.
Yeah, it's not a lot there.
What if he like teamed up with Dr. Disrespect, but it was like he killed him? Like he killed him.
That's
outright.
a good team up. Yeah,
I could see that. I was just gonna say Jerma should stream with Danny DeVito. I think that would be pretty good.
That famous Twitch personality.
Nice. I think
This is celebrity because what?
Oh, this is okay.
Someone's referencing the time Ninja played with Drake. And,
right.
that is also is also what I was referencing.
And Rick and Morty.
Well, that too, but that was mostly what I was referencing when I said pedophile. You know. Anyway,
sure.
I think Jerma should stream with Danny DeVito. I think that would be very fun. That does remind me of another celebrity crossover that happened this past week. Was the fucking AVGN having Gilbert Gottfried on?
Yeah, what the fuck was up with that?
He was Fred Fox. Fred Fox was finally made a physical appearance on the AVGN, and he was played by Gilbert Gottfried. And they played fucking Life of Black Tiger. Do you remember that shit?
I haven't seen this one yet, but I was already floored by the fucking Pepsi Man one. Like, that was like so recently. What is his clout? What is this clout that he seems to have with everyone? Like, what the fuck is going on?
So,
like,
what I think it is it's like he's always had this clout because he's like one of the YouTube originals. Everyone looks up to him. So when he was like, "Hey, Arlo, the Muppet YouTuber that talks about Nintendo, come on my show," Arlo's gonna jump through hoops to do that because he needs to like kiss the ring. But what I think basically happened is just. He's not just doing it by himself anymore. He actually has like a team of people.
Yeah.
So he has time to expand the scope of it. And so as soon as he's like, "Hey, I'm like one of the original YouTubers," he could just call like, "What the fuck is Gilbert Gottfried doing?" You know, like
not anything.
Exactly. At the end of that video, which is exactly why Gilbert Gottfried did it. Gilbert Gottfried shills his cameo. That is why Gilbert Gottfried did that. Because he wants people to pay him to do cameo stuff. That's why. like James Rolfe basically paid for like a super long cameo to have Gilbert Gottfried on there. Or maybe didn't even pay him. Just said, "Hey, look, people will buy cameos off of you. People will listen to your podcast if you do this." That's what he did. Yeah, my vote is Jerma should do it with Danny DeVito. I think they would have a great time. It would be very funny. Jerma should do that. Boss Stones asks, "It's been revealed that Riot Games is working on a fighting game, with most people expecting it to be tied to League. League is very much a game I've never had any real interest in playing, but I've always been interested in playing a spin-off game that feature those characters and settings. Are there any game franchises you feel similarly about?"
So there was a weird time where everyone was like into EVE for some reason. EVE Online, like not everyone was playing it because it's a weird libertarian nightmare that only a few people actually like.
Speaking of the TF2 economy,
yeah. But anyways, like there were at least like stories out of it that seemed really interesting that people seemed to really enjoy. So when they announced that weird first person like shooter game for EVE Online, do you remember that?
Valkyrie, yeah.
Yeah. I was legitimately thinking, you know, that might be my way that I get in this.
It was not, though.
No, it did not seem like it. Ugh. I am interested in this concept though, because I've definitely like hopped onto side games before and really enjoyed them more than main franchises. Like
Scott.
Yeah?
If I send you the Path of Radiance ROM that I have, will you play it after Three Houses someday?
Maybe. I mean,
okay.
You should send it anyways. I'm not against Fire Emblem.
I know, it's just I know that you haven't played any of the old ones, and I'm just like, more people should play Path of Radiance, because it's the best. Excuse
you, I have played so much Fire Emblem Heroes.
Oh, don't even remind me that game exists.
Oh, God. It's fine. It's fine.
It's fine, I guess.
It got me into Fire Emblem.
That's true. I guess maybe that was their strategy.
Yeah. Fire Emblem Heroes was the one that got me into Fire Emblem.
Fuck, there's the answer. Yeah. Literally.
They gotta make mobile game versions of all the main games, but they have to not suck shit.
Can I go for mine? I'm gonna go the opposite direction.
Yeah.
As the Fire Emblem Heroes thing. I wish they're going to make a real Girls Frontline game, I guess, but they announced that. I've always just want like an actual like third person shooter one.
Yeah. That would be kind of cool, honestly.
I love that world. I like the characters. I like reading about the story. I don't like most gacha game combat. I actively hate the Girls Frontline combat. It's
bad.
Awful. It's awful. It's terrible.
And good.
I cannot stand it whatsoever, which is making me sad because that Valhalla collaboration is coming out next week. And I don't have any interest in doing it.
Girls Frontline.
They should just make like a real game. And I guess, are they? The studio announced they're making a console game, right, John? That was something.
They are making a console game, but it's like set in the world. It's set in the world of Girls Frontline, but it doesn't involve like those characters. I don't think.
Yeah, so it's like, like I just want to read like all the story that happens, but in like a third-person shooter setup. Like, give me a fucking shit like Binary Domain, but it's with the anime Girls Frontline characters. Like that rules, okay? And Big Bo. Oh, of course, Big Bo's there. He's the commander. Yeah. Real quick. Binary Domain's a fucking banger of a game. I just want to say, like, right now, like, I'm shocked we haven't seen that concept again yet, the whole headset thing that they wanted to do. Like, it didn't work very well in Binary Domain, obviously, but, like, the concept of, like, you speaking into your headset and your teammates, like, responding by doing an action is, like, that's cool as hell.
Hey, how about this? Buy Mobile Domain.
Shut the fuck up.
What the fuck was that?
Apologize right now.
You tried, I guess, but I don't.
They should do that.
What, a Binary Domain gacha game?
Yeah.
Because the first one sold
There's like 6 characters.
And you can get but one's a French robot.
Imagine the French robot in a swimsuit.
Okay. Anyway, yeah, my answer is similar to yours, Rose, where this is happening, so I would just like an actual like Granblue Fantasy full game, which, like that.
Yeah, we're getting like the best possible option, right?
So I don't have anything to ask for that one. But then also like Dragalia, like I like the characters in Dragalia. I like if they just made that game a little bit like just remove the gacha from that game and made it a little bit more involved, I would actually love it. Like if I just had to pay for that game once and it was just a little bit better, like a little bit more polished, a little bit more of a video game, then I would be so.
Can I be real? The gacha is like not even a huge part of that game.
I know, but
anymore.
What if it was just completely gone?
No, you're right. It should be gone completely. But like the gacha in that game is very like they got rid of worm prints in the gacha, so you're not getting weird items anymore, and you can just buy those. And so now all you're pulling characters, which. Once you get a character, it's unlocked for good, and you're also getting dragons, and the dragons are a lot more suspect because if you want to make a dragon effective, you've essentially either got to pull it 5 times, or you have to...
So you're making John seem right now.
Or you use items that just do that for you instead of just doing the like gotcha. You're not wrong. Yeah. Like it would be better if it didn't have it. Move on. But it's fun. Like it's not as bad as it used to be.
Sure, I know, like, but it's fine.
Okay. It feels like more often than not, I am not pulling to like get better at the game. I'm pulling just for characters that I want.
Yeah, but you should just be able to unlock the characters. Like just have that game.
But you unlock them all.
Anyway.
You unlock them all. It's just like sometimes you get Cleo in a cool dress.
That is my answer. They should just make an actual Dragalia game, and that's it.
They should. I agree. They should make it like Dark Souls.
No. Then I wouldn't want to play it.
They should. They
should make it like oh fuck. I don't even remember what I was going to say. Oh well. Just make it a character action game like the Granblue one. Come on. Like
Alright. Anonymous asks...
Albert's in that game.
Anonymous asks, what's the lineup for next year's EVO going to be?
Glover remake.
Yeah.
Don't joke.
It's going to be there. It's going to have competitive. People are going to be rolling on the fucking ball, and they're going to hit each other.
I hate this concept. I don't know. This is a hard question because I feel like we're on the precipice of a new generation, so I feel like a lot of games are going to be getting sequels. I think like,
but will that even be in time for next year's Evo though?
Maybe not.
I don't think
but
so, right?
It's such a weird thing. Like, I don't know. I guess like I bet next year will probably be the last time we have Street Fighter V because I bet they'll announce 6 sometime or whatever.
Hope they fucking change the art style for God's sake.
Yep. I mean,
they should release Super Smash Bros. Brawl 2.
Yeah, they should call the next one that. I agree with you. I'm with you on this one, yeah.
I'm on the precipice.
It's a direct sequel. It's a direct sequel.
I hate Smash 4, by the way. Like, every time I have to see people talk about Smash 4, it's like, it doesn't have a fucking name that works, so they just call it Smash 4. It's the stupidest thing in the world, in the company of all the other ones. It makes me so mad.
Yeah. But now we have Smash Ultimate, so, you know.
It's like, yeah, it's like now everyone, well, yeah, now who would ever play 4, I guess? That's the problem, right? Like,
yeah.
You know.
Smash 4, it's dead. It's already over.
It's for fools. That's what it's for fools. For.
Yeah.
Smash for fool you in 3D stupid.
Smash 4 too.
Yeah.
I mean, Smash Ultimate is pretty much Smash 4 too.
I know. I know it is.
I don't know. I mean, you know, like I don't think Sam Show will be back. I think that was a one-time deal.
Yeah, people seem to have fun with it. At least
it's okay, but you know, I don't know. I don't think it'll carry over. I would love for Under Night to come back because they're probably going to announce that new version of Under Night. Because that leaked like 4 months ago, and they just haven't said anything about it. I don't know. It's really hard to say. Like, probably we'll see Mortal Kombat again, but just once, because like it's like every 2 years they make a NetherRealm game. But hopefully it's gonna be a longer period, because it sounds like I've heard a lot of people actually saying that like after NetherRealm got in hot shit for all the crunch that they're doing, that they're actually like they actually are toning it down. Like I watch that Maximilian guy's videos here and there, and he like actually knows people that work on those games, and he said that like he was hearing that a lot of like the upper management were like moving to give people more time to work on things, and that's why like all the DLC is taking like a long time to have like trailers and stuff, because they're actually taking time to not rush those things. So that's
neat.
Good steps. Yeah, like I mean, obviously it sucks that it took like, you know, that to happen, but at the very least they're not doubling down. They're actually like, okay, we're gonna stop doing this to people. I don't know. Yeah, it's really up in the air. We'll see. Okay. Century Punk asks, what other games do you think could use the calendar management system as a framing device, like Persona /Three Houses or football /horse racing games?
I think that would actually be really good in Persona games, because the calendar management in Fire Emblem is a lot more fleshed out. Like, it tells you ahead of time, like, hey, during this month, these things are happening. And that really helps you plan out exactly what you want to do. And if that kind of system was actually in Persona, instead of needing to read a fucking FAQ to maybe get like
I know, yeah, that's always been my problem with optimizing that game, is like you don't have enough idea of what's going to happen.
Right.
Like you'll get to halfway through the month and they'll be like, wow, next week's the big burger competition, and then you have like that limited time to figure out or whatever if you want to do that or not.
Right.
Whereas like, yeah.
And like the thing in Fire Emblem too is like you don't need to optimize. Like you could just play through that game and it's fine. Like it's not that big of a deal. But I still kind of want to do it because it's fun to me.
Yeah.
It's neat. It's neat. They should put it in Halo Infinite.
They should put it in Halo Infinite.
Halo Infinite months.
This is Grunt birthday party day. Get ready for it.
Grunt birthday party, yeah.
Chief, what are you doing with that birthday cake? Sir, celebrating a birthday.
Well, you know what? I think 4 did it. 4 had like matchmaking for the campaign where it was like a random campaign mission or something on Heroic. I think that existed.
That's neat.
But if they put into the new Halo, everyone loves the Halo campaigns, right? If they did end up setting up some sort of calendar system, this is an entirely different thing I'm talking about now, I guess.
No, I'll go with it.
Like, I think, like, if they ended up setting, like, a thing like, hey, we have these skulls on this day or whatever, and you go in and do, a legendary mission over matchmaking or something and clear it, like, kind of like they do in Destiny, I guess. Yeah. But it would be cool, right? Like, I think that'd be cool in the new Halo game. Yeah, like, because skulls are fun.
Skulls are fun.
Yeah. Especially if they added more, like, fun, like, gimmicky skulls, like Grunt Birthday Party or something like that. Like,
I want a fishing RPG where you have to pay attention to when fish are in season. I know that's probably already in a bunch of games, or there's probably a bunch of games that are like that.
But a whole game.
I bet there's already a game like that is a whole game, but I don't know it. So if there is one, someone tell me. As long as it's actually good, because I don't want you to be like, oh, they have that in Cabela's or something, because I don't want to play fucking Cabela's.
They don't have it in Cabela's. Who
fucking knows?
Remember when like they had those Cabela's like hunting cinematic games where they stopped being like hunting and it was like you have to go on an adventure in Africa.
You have to go kill all the enemy animals that are attacking you.
And they just show up and they're all fucked up and take 20 shots to kill for some reason. It's like insane.
Those are so bad. I kind of love that shit, honestly. I hate it, but I love it.
You know, I was going to say they should make like a joke version of that with Kimono Friends, but then I just thought about it and that would just be Galgun, and that's bad.
Oh, no, don't do that to the friends. They don't deserve that.
I know, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, I really,
Anyway, last question again, videogameschoochoo.tumblr.com/ask. Harlequin Wheels asks, what's the plot and core mechanics of the upcoming Team Ladybug Metroidvania VGCC Last Train Home?
Oh. There's a crying button.
There's a crying button.
In general.
And that's most of the buttons you press.
I think there would absolutely have to be like a switch character function, so you could switch between all the different Chooch characters, and we'd have to. Well, I mean Chooch staff members. Why did I say characters? Because I feel like Chooch.
Well, no.
We're a whole bunch of characters.
Get Under Funny in there. Get John Cena 2 in there. They can be playable characters.
I am taking my place as a shopkeeper because of my frail disposition.
Yes.
Okay, it could just be Kurt. Just have Kurt playable, and then like all the fucked up characters could be bosses. Because like fucking Frederick Underfunny would be a really good boss. Like you saw a horrifying monstrosity coming after you. That would be really scary.
He's attractive. Okay, he's not a monster.
Maybe
he's
to his
got
wife.
Big Thanos chin. Yeah, he's very attractive to Saber from Fate.
Anyway,
which is canon.
Anyway, what's
I said it at the live show. It's canon.
What's the mechanic? What's the special thing that Kurt can do that sets it apart from other Metroidvanias?
He goes woof woof.
Does that do anything?
He can conduct people and form a train of like friends who help them fight.
That's a good idea. Yeah, like partners. That's a good idea.
Yeah, but it's like called the conducting system or something like that.
Yes.
His main attack is he posts an emoji of himself.
He makes a giant like version of he throws his face at people, like not his actual face, but like a little like cartoon manifestation of his face, and that's how you textualize.
That's good. I like
gameplay.
Mm-hmm.
You know what's a bummer is he got Kurt in XCOM like very late into the game, and we didn't even get to use him, and I had so much stuff planned for him. His whole thing was that he was just wearing like one of those bandanas, but it had like a doggy mouth instead of a normal mouth. And I was like, oh man, Kurt's gonna be such a fucking murderer. But then that never happened. Because we were done with the game. Kurt could have killed.
He was protected.
I could have turned him into a psionic warrior.
Protected. Anyway, that'll do it for this week's show, everybody. Thank you for listening. Rose, thank you for being on. Scott, thank you for being on. Do either of you want to plug your shit?
I'm Scott Bloodborne on Twitter. Do not join Cleo's club. It is for friends only.
Wow. Holy shit. What do I plug? My Twitter, as always. You can check in the description for that, Horn Gal. I'm always there. I'm getting mad about Nintendo, as usual.
Oh yeah, we recorded the finale for The Root.
It should go up someday.
Relatively soon. Like we still have to edit it. We want to make sure it's perfect before we like put it out there, but we're, within the coming weeks, we'll have The Root out for Patreon and then for free.
Sure. Yeah. At VGCC is our Twitter. VideoGameChooChoo.humble.com is our Tumblr. We got our Twitch, which is twitch.tv/VGCC. We got our Discord server, thegamezone.zone. You type that into your web browser. Come hang out. It's a great time. And we have our Patreon, patreon.com/VGCC. I know I said that we were going to start moving towards the new stuff. I just have to figure out how to do it right. Please let me figure that out.
Yeah, have some patience.
Sure.
We're good. We'll get it. Don't worry.
Yeah, I just finished my classes, so please. Anyway, and also thank you to Magic Circuit /Melt Channel. That's, as always, meltchannel.bandcamp.com and Magic Circuit on Spotify. Check them out. That should do it. We'll be back next week with another regular episode. Not yet. Not yet, everybody. Regular episode of the Video Game Choo Choo podcast.